between KP and KGB. They seem to be pausing the match a little bit here. The winner of this match goes to the final. This is a best of 3, isn't it? So first the team has to win 2 matches here. And then they will go to the final, which is another best of 3. And the winner of that goes to the main event qualifier. And the top 2 teams from that go to the major in Shanghai.
10 seconds remaining.
Hey, thanks for the host, guys. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the support.
5 seconds remaining.
We'll just be getting into this match in a bit here. Got the draft.
Reserve
And once again, I'm the only guy casting. I'm Pythian,
reserve time.
hanging out with you guys for the Shanghai Major Open European Qualifier. Semi-final matchup between KP and Commander Gospoda Banga, or Boga. I don't speak... Ooh, I'm going to say that's Ukrainian. Might be wrong.
Seconds remaining.
In which case it would be Commander
Seconds.
Gospod. You don't say the G. It's like glottal. Gospod. Something like that.
Radiant team
I don't speak Ukraine, so... Or whatever language it is. I hope I'm not offending anybody. Tusk is the first pickup for KGB. That's alright, Viper. We're going to try to make this exciting for you. Tusk is the first pickup for KGB. Definitely a good hero, and the Invoker was banned out by KP. So they played the Invoker rather well in the last matchup, using it alongside a Sven, a Darkseer, a Nyx,
10 seconds remaining.
and another hero that I don't remember. They had this sick play where they just vacuumed, which got all the heroes up together, and then they put a Sven stun right on top of it, which was ridiculous, and then they have a Deafening Blast. It just completely annihilated 3 heroes, which... It was... You don't usually see that level of team play. Like, just that happening was, I think, one of the sickest plays, and I hope someone makes a highlight of it, because that was ridiculous. The Night Stalker gets picked up by Kaipi.
10 seconds remaining.
It is Bone 7 drafting for them, and I'm a little bit surprised by that. Bone 7 is a good drafter, but I thought Mad knew the game a little bit better. He used to draft for the French teams that he was on. Not anymore, though. KP is pretty much headed up by Boner 7. So he'll be doing the drafting for today. And we get the Darkseer out for KP. Now, this hero, I don't really like the pick, but I know what KP does it for, and it's the team fights. So maybe they think that the Darkseer Sven combo is going to carry them through this match again. And it could. They don't have the Tusk on their side, and the Tusk could kind of mess around with that combo a little bit.
Reserve time.
And it is going to be the Queen of Pain picked up by KGB. So that could be a mid laner or an off laner, depending on how they play it. You don't usually see the carry quap so much in the EU region. I think that's more of a Chinese thing. And that'll take us to our second banning phase. Interestingly enough, the
Dire team back.
KGB team decided to ban out the Lone Druid and the Wisp. Of course, KGB also had the Invoker in the last match, so KP did their homework a little bit, knew that they needed to take that Invoker out, and it is a strong hero, so it's definitely worth spending a ban on it.
10 seconds remaining.
The Bane gets taken out by KGB, another strong hero. That has been played quite a bit by some other teams. Of course, we casted the last match with Commando as they played PXP, and pretty much they played a really solid match in a quarterfinal. So I'm looking to some pretty good things out of them in this semi.
10 seconds remaining.
And KaiP, well, in the last match they were against Start Gaming, who had been playing well in the tournament, had some pro players on it. And they took out Stark, and KaiP also were the Slayers of Stake. So definitely looking for some good things from them. And Mad and Bone 7 are some pretty good experienced players. Hey, what's up, Protag? How you doing, bro? Just casting some Dota here. Thanks for stopping by. As always, I appreciate you and your feedback. Also, hope you're figuring out your mic issues, Viper. I know you were having problems with that yesterday.
5 seconds remaining.
The Spirit Breaker is the last ban out from Kai P. I'm not really expecting too many respect bans or flavor bans from the teams too much right now, as maybe KGB knows something about Kai P and Bone 7, but I'm willing to bet that they won't really save. They're gonna save those flavor bans until like maybe the next match in this best of 3.
10 seconds remaining.
In any case, that takes us up to the second picking phase.
Remaining. Reserve time.
And Kai P is going to go into the reserve time for this one. They've already got that Night Stalker and Darkseer. The Sven is still in the pool. They did play that with the Darkseer last time. And Bone 7 played a pretty ridiculous Sven. Just went up and straight up annihilated towers. They go with the Wind Ranger instead.
Team pick.
Viper, I would suggest if you have a mic with 2 inputs, or rather a mic and a mic jack and a microphone, mic jack and a headphones jack, that might work a little bit better for you. I don't really know what your setup is though. But if your laptop has 2 holes for it, you should probably, like if you're going to plug something in, either plug in just a headphone, just a mic, or
10 seconds.
plug in both. Because what you're doing is you're putting a 4 section
5 seconds remaining.
jack into a hole that only does 1. So like something's going to get messed up. The Disruptor gets picked up by KGB, and we saw him played pretty well in the last match. We've got some pretty good static storms and connect fields. He just usually tends to drop the glimpse and drop everything at once. So he may not do so well on mana,
Team pick.
but he is played extremely well for KGB. The Daz was picked up by Kai P. That's a hero that we don't always see get through the draft. But when it does, we usually see it picked up. So it's a strong hero, allows for
10
the lengthening of some hero's life, and it also allows them to get away. But Kai P, I think they're still looking for a carry hero. They've got the Wind Ranger, which will probably go to the mid lane.
reserve.
They could play Bone 7 on the Night Stalker, but I have a feeling that they're going to send that to the off lane. Swedish, I am commentating on this match. It's the semifinal in the Shanghai Major Open, EU region qualifier. That's the European region. The next pickup for KGB is the Doom.
10 seconds remaining.
And that hero received a couple of changes recently. He doesn't have the level death anymore, which is now means that he doesn't have a reliable Lincoln's stun, or Lincoln's break, rather, to get that Doom off. And Bone 7 did build a Lincoln's in the last match, so you know that he knows exactly what he needs to build in order to win the match. So it'll be interesting to see what Bone 7 picks and buys with his hero in this next match. Of course, he could be on the Night Stalker. The Phantom Lancer gets banned out by Kai P. I guess that's something they didn't want to see. The Gyrocopter is also banned out, so they're going to be digging deep for the carries here. I think we might see KGB go for an anti-mage. There are a lot of intelligence heroes on Kai P, and KGB did play the anti-mage in the last match. That will, of course, lead to a lengthening of the match.
Team pick.
which isn't always fun as a caster, but it does lead to some exciting endings. Definitely. So we'll get to the last pick here. The Wraith King was banned out by KGB. Yep, I'm just commentating right now.
10 seconds remaining.
Once again, thank you all for joining me today. I'm Pythian, and I'll be casting matches throughout most of the day, and then I'll take a nap, and then I will be doing a long stream of the, well, this is the plan anyway. I'll be going for the long stream of the Chinese qualifiers through to the European qualifiers tomorrow morning, and the North American, or the Americas qualifiers after that. So we're going to have a long stream starting tonight. That'll be going up around midnight Eastern. Luna is the pickup for KP, and that's going to be the Bone 7 hero. And that'll take us to KGB's pickup. You know, the anti-mage is still in the pool. Do they want to go for it? It's possible. You would need to get some farm. But I think we could see it come out. The Tusk could go to the support role, the Disruptor support, Queen of Pain in the mid lane. Doom could go to the off lane. And they're going to go into the reserve time for this one. We'll see what they go for. I think that going up against an experienced team like KGB could go for the long game. And it is the anti-mage. So we're going to see the Ike anti-mage once again. He was just making sure that he wanted to go for it. And that's going to be the pick. So remember that this is a best of 3. So the winner of this matchup does not go right to the final, as far as I know. We will see another match between these two. This is the first match of the best of 3 between KP and KGB in the Shanghai Major Open European Regional Qualifier. It's the SemiFinal. I'm Pythian, and I once again want to thank you for joining me for this match. And we're going to head right into it as the players finally pick their heroes.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
All right. Well, all the heroes are into the game. Looks like someone's posting their Russian Facebook down. That's basically what VK is. So we're going to introduce our teams. Here for KGB, we've got Ike on the anti-mage. Disruptor is going to be played by Yajitsu once again. Stormcat is on the mid lane, Queen of Pain. Some guy's name that I can't pronounce is on the Tusk. And we're going to have an engagement here. Ike is caught so far out. He hasn't leveled up anything. He does have a blink. Will he get caught out? Mad's coming around the corner with the Night Stalker. Could have. Oh, he goes for the Void. Doesn't have it. Oh, doesn't have the Void just yet. Bone 7 wants to get that stun off as well. Will they get it? Not just yet. He's going to chase the anti-mage away. Could they find something else? The Radiant, they got to get out of there. And we'll finish introducing our heroes in just a second. We've got that Maiden on the offlane Doom. Cancel's going to be on the Wind Ranger. Mad's on the Night Stalker. Bone 7's going to be on that safe lane Luna. Buffney, the support Dazzle. And finally, Keanu. That's going to be your offlane Darkseer. So no kills went down. Just couldn't get in range for those disables. Ice Shard's coming out to block out Mad. He's going to take a couple of last hits, and the Anti-Mage is going to blink over. Not going to be in range of that bounty rune. So the Wind Ranger is going to pick it up, and Stormcat's going to get the bounty rune at the top rune spot. The winner of this matchup will go to the final. And they're going to dodge the off lane. They're going to dodge the Bone 7 in the tri lane. And Anti-Mage is going to go to the top lane against the Darkseer. Let's get those last hits up on the board. Already in that mid lane, we've got some action as the Wind Ranger going pretty low. Nice Talk comes in from the behind as the Wind Ranger manages to stay alive, taking a lot of damage from the dagger, but she's going to be alive for now, even though she's pretty low. Mad's going right in onto the Queen of Pain. He puts a tree there and is immediately going to eat it. And Cancel is going to get himself canceled by the Tusk, taking a lot of damage here. Could Cancel go down? Mad's going right in on the tower. And the Wind Run is going to get used by the Wind Ranger. Here's a first blood by the power shot of the Wind Ranger. Cancel. Gonna get that one. Wow, turning it around there. Nice usage of the healing stuff. It's going to secure them the first blood. And you can tell already that KP know exactly what they're doing against KGB. And the Radiant are going to have their hands full with this match. The Anti-Mage not having as good of a start as he did in the last match. He's in a solo offlane situation against a Darkseer and a Dazzle, and he's not going to be getting the farm that he did in the last match. He got pretty much uncontested free farm in the last match as he was just against an Earthshaker that got zoned out. But will Bone 7 have about the same thing? That is the question. Bone 7 right now is going up against a Disruptor. And the Night Stalker is going to be roaming around the map quite a bit. This is what you can do as a Night Stalker, just kind of roam around and get some levels. So we'll be closely watching the map as we try to see who gets that early advantage. The Darkseer going right on top of that Anti-Mage, and now Buffney up against the Tusk. Gonna get chased down by the Darkseer with the Iron Shout. Here comes the Surge, doing some more damage. Snowball goes on to Buffney. Now here comes the Anti-Mage, doing a lot of damage. Here's the damage, and now Buffney, he's gonna help take down that Tusk. Tusk too far in, and now Ike, he doesn't have mana for... Okay, now he has mana for a blink. In 2 seconds, he's actually going to be able to get out of there. But that's a lot of damage being done there. And once again, the Dazzle turns it around. Bone 7 not afraid to use the Lucent Beam to get those last hits onto the creeps. He knows how important it is in the early game. This Anti-Mage not having a good time. Gonna get a salve by the Tusk. And Dazzle's just gonna get killed by a neutral creep to get back to base a little bit faster. Bone 7 takes a lot of damage. And he's going to... lure the Maiden underneath the tower. Maiden goes down to the Lucent Beam. Oh my gosh. Bone 7 knowing exactly how long he can stay in there. Mad's going to get now stunned by the little Doomlings, which eventually die. Even though the credit for Doom already occurred. That's just something that happens when Doom eats a Mud Golem, which... what happens is Doom gains some of the abilities from that creep that he devours with his second skill. And then he can get some of their abilities. And one of the abilities of this Mud Golem is to split into 2. So that's why he split there. Now, the Wind Ranger could get caught out here. Gonna go for that rune. The Tusk gets the bounty rune. And now Cancel going right for this Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain about to go down. Does go down to the power shot. And now Dazzle's here. This Cancel will not go down even to that dagger. Dazzle's just gonna watch him for a second to make sure that he doesn't tick out. But he'll be fine. 4 kills to 0, close kills for Kai P, but they're taking the edge in these, and they know exactly how far they can push this lineup. Jujitsu with a haste rune looking for a hero. Could he get caught out here? And now Buffney in trouble. Well, putting the Disruptor into trouble, rather. Buffney, not even inside the kinetic field. Here comes Keanu. Nice heal by the Dazzle, doing a lot of damage. And now the Urn comes out onto the Tusk. Tusk taking a lot of damage. One last Void from fucking Mad is going to take him out. And things not going the way KGB wants at all. Mad will take damage here underneath the tower. The Anti-Mage is going to blink out, but it doesn't matter. Double kill for the Night Stalker. He uses the Urn onto the Anti-Mage, and the Anti-Mage goes down. 7 kills to 0, 5 minutes into the game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And interestingly enough, the Darkseer is the one with the highest last hits. Probably not what you expected at the beginning of this game. Night Stalker scouting out the mid lane. He sees Yojitsu. Wind Ranger can go under this. He plants a ward behind the tower. They want to go in on Keanu. Can they take him down? Dazzle Heal already used. Here comes the Hadouken from the Satyr creep. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, the Queen of Pain gonna go down. Top lane, nothing else happening. And we're just waiting for the Eclipse to come out of Bone 7, since that will probably net him a kill onto the Doom. Doom only level 4 at this point, almost at level 5. We see Mad going for that Invis rune. Again, being aggressive with that Night Stalker on the bottom lane. We're going to keep an eye on both lanes here, as Mad is here with the Invis rune. And the Snowball onto Keanu, doing the damage here. He's going to even use the Soul Ring on himself, take away some of his health, make it easier for him to get killed. And now the Tusk getting very low. Dazzle has the heal available. But Keanu, he gets low, going to get hit by the Thunderstrike a couple times. Now on the backside, Cancel gets the kill onto the Tusk. Comes back in. Kinetic Field is going to get used. Power Shot just hits him, but it's not enough damage to kill. And now here comes the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain level 6. Going to take a lot of damage. Doesn't have enough mana for the Sonic Wave. And now Buffney takes the mana taken all out of him. Anti-Mage has to get out. Killing spree for Mad. Ikke, he's getting lower. He's going to keep getting lower. Ikke goes down. Night Stalker with a double kill. Tusk trying to get the snowball in. Keanu, he's going to be low. Here comes the Night Shard. It's going to miss. And he uses another Soul Ring. Keanu wants to die, but he doesn't. Tusk is going to get killed again. Mega kill for Cancel. 12 kills to 0. 7 minutes of the game. Kai P is just wrecking this. This is pretty much utter annihilation. I almost want to say it's CIS Dota, but usually CIS Dota includes getting some kills, right? Alright, level 5 Anti-Mage. Maybe he wants to get something done. Bone 7 is level 6, though. He's got to be careful. Maiden not yet level 6 either, so he doesn't have a Doom to go up against the Luna. And Luna happy enough to go up against the Anti-Mage right now. Has 100 damage, and the Anti-Mage only has 70. They definitely want to try to take care of this Luna. Will they get a kill? They've rotated 4 over to that bottom lane. Now it's 5 over on the bottom lane. They really want to take care of this Luna. Will Luna get killed here? She has that Eclipse near full mana. Here comes the Snowball. Bone 7 using the phase boost to get out. He's going pretty far back. He's going to pop. Alright, here comes the Lucent Beam. Kinetic Field is going to send the Night Stalker back. Doom onto Bone 7. Here's a Shackle Shot onto the Doom. Doom going to get pretty low thanks to the Focus Fire, but he's not going to go down just yet. Cancel uses the Wind Run to get away. Here comes Keanu. He's got the Vacuum available. It's a very small Vacuum onto the Tusk. Tusk going to go down. Unstoppable is Cancel. Bone 7 getting pretty low. He wants to be right back inside that fight. Sonic Wave misses on the Queen of Pain. And everybody is alive for Kai P. Shackle Shot in the trees for Doom. Wicked Sick is a double kill for Cancel, and Bone 7, he just wants to kill. He just wants to find somebody. Is he going to? Disruptor goes into the trees, has a TP available. Will he use it? He's going to try. Bone 7 goes into the trees, not going to be able to hit that Lucent Beam. Disruptor gets out, and now they're just left with the tower.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The night turns to day as the darkness runs out for the Night Stalker. And the tower is going to go down to the Luna. That's the first tower of the game for Kai P. 15 kills to 0. I don't really want to look, but let's just take a quick look at the XP. 7,500 in favor of Kai P and gold 10,000. Less than 10 minutes into this game. And it's so hard to see what the early game is doing to these teams. Night Stalker is 4-0-8, involved in 12 out of 15 kills that his team has. And Darkseer already has a mech. That is a less than 10-minute mech on a Darkseer up against an Anti-Mage. That's pretty ridiculous. Here comes Wind Ranger in from the side. Shackle Shot onto Stormcat. Stormcat getting silenced by the Night Stalker. Going to pop that haste rune to get away. Cancel underneath the tower. taking a little bit of damage, and here comes rotations by 2. Snowball onto the Wind Ranger, doesn't have a win run anymore, up in 2 seconds. Mana Void comes through, going to take that Wind Ranger down for the first kill for KGB. KGB showing a little bit of life. The Void silence onto the Quap, who is still hasted, and Buffney is going to get sent back with a glimpse. Stormcat still pretty low, but has a haste rune available still, and now Bone 7. Just going to clear up some creeps in the Radiant jungle. Pause comes out from Night Stalker. Oh, Silent. He's not talking about Chromebook volume. It's actually a Windows thing. If you hit the if you right-click the speaker button, you can have an option for volume mixer. All you have to do is turn up the volume on your browsers. I think that's all he's talking about. Sometimes the browser volume is lower than your what's it called? Your overall speaker volume. All right. Looks like we're ready to go here. Luna's just able to do whatever she wants on this bottom lane. Gonna dominate that creep to go set up the ancient stacking. And in addition, could also... Okay. Didn't scout out that Doom, but she knows that he's coming now. Throws a rock at her. Gonna get hit by the rock. It's interesting that Doom decides to keep going with those mud golems. Well, that calmed down the game a little bit. I guess we could call it a tactical pause, but the lag was happening for both teams, so I guess it's still good for KGB anyway. It helps them to get their feet under them a little bit at least. Power shot by the Wind Ranger, my bad. Going to take out the top tier 1 tower. Second tower of the game for Kai P. And Bone 7's just going to keep doing his Bone 7 thing around the jungle. Smoke comes in. They're going to miss Bone 7 again. And they're going to ward up. I don't know if that blocks the ancient camp. Doom's just going to devour that creep. And for some reason it says that Mad is disconnected. He's not, though. He's still moving. Mad comes in with the Ion Shell. Here comes the darkness. They don't have Luna. Luna's back in the base. And darkness was just used to try and get that tower. The Sentry Ward just took out the ward that was about to expire. And Wind Ranger once again is just going to use the focus fire on the tower. Now on the other side, Maiden is going to get silenced up and voided up. He is taking a power shot to the back. He will heal thanks to the Scorched Earth. And now here comes the Static Storm. It's on nothing. Yajutsu will go right down to the Darkseer. And now Tusk about to die. When on the backside, the Wind Ranger does go down. Double kill to Keanu. Ion Shell gets the kill. Now Maiden. He's getting pretty low. He could go down. Mad. He doesn't even care. He's just going right under it. And the power shot will finish off the Doom. Now he's got the little Doom Wings to go in. As the tier 1 tower was still up. They still got this. Dazzle takes the last hit. Buffney gets hit by 2 rocks. And Luna goes to get more farm. Meanwhile, the Anti-Mage, this is what we were thinking about in the first match. He's got a Perseverance. 13 minutes into the game. This is not the start he had last time. He will get his Battle Fury eventually, but the thing is, will it be too late? You've got this Wind Ranger pushing down towers with the power shot, and she's got 2,700 gold right now at 14 minutes into the game. She's going to easily have that first item Ags. And she's just going to harass that Anti-Mage right out of the lane. It's very difficult for him to find safe places to farm, even in his own jungle, as the Luna was just taking up those camps. Now we've got 4 rotations and a smoke onto the top lane. Smoke breaks. Mad is in the trees. Mad could get caught out here. He's going to go right onto the Tusk. Here comes a snowball onto Mad. Mad getting... He's at half health. He's not even dying that much. He gets to low now. He's going to get the Grave on him. The Tusk is pretty low. Static Storm on 4. They're just going to run out as there's no kinetic field. Double kill for Mad. And now they got to get away. Anti-Mage blinks away. Shackle shot on the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain going to get stuck there and silenced. Wall gets used, but she's just going to go right down. Triple kill for your fucking Mad. That's his name. And now Boner 7. He's scouting out the Doom here. They could get another kill. Eclipse gets used. Maiden, you're in trouble. Maiden, you're dead. Killing spree for Bone 7, and he just casually walks over and kills some more creeps in the jungle. Push continues on the top lane, but the Wind Ranger's backed up and gotten a bounty rune, and it's going to have the Aghanim Scepter delivered to her anyway. Push continues on the top lane, as there's a Tusk just looking to see if he can do anything about it. Wind Ranger gets her Ags off the courier, and Matt is looking for the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage hiding in the trees. He's fine for now. He's got 1,400 gold, 1,200 gold away from that Battle Fury. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Keanu getting caught out. He's got the Doom on him, and Dazzle has that Grave. Dazzle used the Grave. He uses the Grave, and Keanu still trying to get away. Cancel has the Shackle shot onto the tree. Keanu will go down to the Doom, and Buffney on the other side trying to get away. That's 1 kill for KGB already, and now here comes Mad. Mad's ready to go. Mad's ready to get the kills, but he's just going to put a Void on the Maiden. Maiden trying to get out, and now Cancel comes in from the other side. Cancel comes in with the... He's going to go for the Doom. He's going to put the Shackle shot onto the range creep, and he's going to hit that Doom. Now here comes the Wind Ranger from the other side. He's going to get silenced up for a second, and Cancel, he's got to get out now. Going to use the Wind Run to get away. Cancel can follow up on this. See if he can juke. Well, he goes into the trees. They still see him. They take him down. And that's 3 down for KP. Still, you have a Luna farming away in the jungle. And let's take a quick look at the fight recap. Big advantage to KGB. With those 3 kills, even though KP is so far ahead, that only makes the goal that they receive from dying even greater. So... KP still have a big advantage. Let's take a quick look at XP and gold. Highly in favor of KP, but you can't take fights like that and expect to still win and have that advantage. So maybe they need to rein it in a little bit and not let this Anti-Mage get back into the game. One way to do that is to farm these Ancients that are right here. And the creep is going to stack for the Luna to go over and kill with her Moonglaves, which she's leveled up pretty much. Interesting build. She goes with the 4-4-1. And that Observer Ward does not block those Ancients, but it will see the Luna trying to kill them. There's also a double damage rune here. That could help her out. So Luna just sits on the high ground and hits these creeps. She'll be getting a lot of gold from this. So they scouted out the Luna. She doesn't know that they know that she's here, but she has a lot of health on her still. The smoke comes in. The Tusk is here as well. Here comes the Ice Shards. The Queen of Pain blinks in with the Scream. Bone 7 trying to get out. He has a couple TPs going in. There's a Sonic Wave and the Disruptor ult. Finishes off the Luna. That's a lot of gold. The Tusk's TP out is going to get canceled by the Darkseer, but now he's got to get out. Tusk trying to get away. Getting blocked out by the creep. This creep, what is he doing? Tusk, he's trying to get out. Going to get Shackle shot to the tree. He's going to go down. Still not in favor of KP, but at least they get a return kill. And they put a Sentry Ward there. I don't know if that blocks out either, but it is not going to catch the Observer. the Anti-Mage getting back into the match. He's got a Battle Fury, and he's going to blink right onto a TPing Boner 7, who is immediately going to get glimpsed away. That's okay for him. He can just farm up those Ancients if he wants. Use the creep to stack them once again. And the Observer Ward is going to expire. And, okay, so the camp is not blocked by that Observer Ward. Good to know. Or a Sentry Ward, rather. Keanu could pick up a Guardian Greaves if he wants. And this Luna is just going to get more gold from it. We'll put up the net worth. It's about time anyway. And the 4 top spots are, of course, held by those on the Dire. Pretty obvious. The Disruptor is waiting here with the Invisibility Rune, as Wind Ranger is just going to focus fire a big dragon down, get a little bit of gold for herself, and the Luna is going to finish off these creeps. Has that Sanjin Yasha now, and we'll see what they do now. This Luna is pretty stacked at this point, so this could be them going for the Aegis. Or not. We'll see what objective they decide to go for. So the Anti-Mage is catching up. He's got the Battle Fury and the Power Treads finished. And he's working up that net worth chart now in the 3rd spot. The question is, can KP deal with it right now? They have a lot of disables for him. Dazzle looks like he wants to go for that Roshan. And the Roshan is going to get quickly taken care of by the Dire. The Courier's here with a No Talisman. As cancel. Gonna pick up the Aegis of the Immortal. And has a Blink Dagger as well. The top tower gets taken down by the Radiant. But there's a push on 2 towers here. The mid lane and the bottom lane. Night Stalker going to go on a little excursion. Has a gem and an Aghanim Scepter. So he pretty much sees everything right now. The Aghanim Scepter gives you flying vision. So if you see this big area, that is everything that the Night Stalker can see thanks to the Aghanim Scepter. Tier 2 tower falls easily for the Dire. And now here come the Radiant to defend. They've got a Disruptor that could do pretty well against this team if they go up the hill. And Wind Ranger's just going to sit up there and focus fire the tower. Along with the Luna. The tower goes down quickly. And now this Luna is going to do a lot of damage through the base. The Glaives are just bouncing all around. Here comes the Snowball and blink in by the Wind Ranger. Getting a Shackle on 2. The Vacuum goes through. And now the Tusk on the backside easily going to get taken care of. The Disruptor buys back. And now we have a bit of a disengage as Cancel trying to get away. Luna's going to go back in on those towers and racks. And the Glaives are going to bounce around. Wind Ranger easily takes on the first range, the melee racks of the game. And the Sigil also gets taken down. Dazzle ult used once again to give the Dire more armor. And the Radiant racks are going to get... The range racks are going to get taken down. And the disengage comes from KP. They get out. 2 buybacks. Oh, here comes the blink. Double shackle. Ike, and there's the vacuum on 3. Ike goes right down. That's the Anti-Mage down, and now Maiden. He's trying to get away. He's silenced up. Tusk punches up the Night Stalker into the sky. Bone 7 gets a double kill. Power shot going to finish off the Tusk. And 5 kills to 32. My back's on the board. GG gets called. KGB, they tap out. KP get the first win in this best of 3. And that's going to do it for this game. KP take the first match in the best of 3 against KGB, and we're going to be coming right back at you with Game 2 out of this set in the semifinals of the Dota 2 Shanghai Open European Qualifier. I'm Pythian. Once again, thanks for watching, and cheers.